We've had a lot of questions during lockdown about wills and POAs. Can you answer these?
Hi, Gerry. Yeah, sure. Let's have a go.
Okay, we've got one question that says, can I have a will done during lockdown?
Yeah, of course you can. The system that we have is an online will system that we work in conjunction with. We can help you prepare your will. We can do it over the phone, by email, or by video call. So yeah, no problem at all.
Great. So how does the process work if there's no one here?
Well, the process is quite straightforward. What we would do is we'd have an initial chat over the phone. I'll go through a series of questions with you that will enable me to construct a draft of the will that will reflect your wishes. I'll then email that out to you. You can have a chance to read over it, make sure everything is okay, and then let me know if anything needs changed, and we'll send you another draft if anything needs changed. But that's basically, it's very straightforward.
Great. How long does that take?
Well, if your will's straightforward, which the vast majority of wills are, there's no reason why we can't have all that completed within 24 hours.
Fantastic. So what is that going to cost me?
Well, if your will, as I said, if your will is straightforward, like the vast majority of wills are, if it's just you yourself, for a single will, the cost will be under £50. For a couple, the cost will be under £100. If your will is slightly more complex and requires additional clauses, what we'd then do, we'll then consult the legal team, we'll come back to you with a competitive quote, and you can decide if you want to go ahead or not.
Oh, that sounds good. We've also had a tweet, Dom, from David, who says, I'm 25, I'm living with my partner, we have 2 children. Do I need a will?
Well, Gerry, the answer to that question is yes, David does need a will. He's got a partner. Now, I'm guessing he's not married. He's got kids. So if anything happens to David or his partner, then there's no automatic right of inheritance. That only comes with marriage. So it's very important, therefore, that we draw up a will. Now, obviously, David's very young now, and his situation may change, and that's absolutely fine. We'll change his will in the future. The will can be redone. But yes, it's very important he has a will, because especially he's got a partner, he's got children, so he needs to protect himself and his partner.
So if he was in a civil partnership and not married, would they have inheritance?
Yes, of course. If he's in a civil partnership, he would have the same rights as being married. But a will's still very important, because if you don't have a will and something happens, then your estate will be tied up in confirmation, which is the Scottish version of probate. It can take quite a number of months for everything to get sorted out, because there's no clear direction of what's going to happen. So it's very important, even in those circumstances of a civil partnership or a marriage, obviously, to get a will done as well.
Fantastic. Now, one final question is, how do I get a power of attorney during lockdown?
Well, that's a very interesting question. That's a subject that we're going to cover in our next video, which you will see this time next week.
Great. Okay, look forward to that. Thank you.